Good morning or afternoon, wherever you're at. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. We are mock drafting. What better way to spend your Father's Day than to do a mock draft, right? Got some new guys. Team Keem. Pretty sure he's new. I think everybody else has been on before. Where am I? I'm at the 4. Looks like it might be a quiet draft today. You guys might just have to listen to me. Might have to listen to me all day, all morning. Definitely worried about some no-shows on Father's Day. All right, Napster went green. All right, let's see. Is Tomislav on yet? Tomislav. right, just waiting for the last guy here. Everybody else is green. I can't tell if he's green or not. I can't. My screen cuts him off. What's up, Francis?
Yo, what's up, Chris?
Hey,
What's going on?
you know, just trying to. What's this guy's name? Mr. Mayhem. What's his name over there? Mr. Mayhem. What's YY? What is it?
YYC. I don't know what that stands for.
I don't either. I'm just trying to tag him.
Got some new people here today.
We got one Team Keem in the 3.
Team Keem. I seen him drafting before, like in the in these mock drafts on the app.
All right, here we go. Let's see. All right, what's Tatum gonna do here at the 2? Is he gonna get crazy?
Kamara.
Ooh. All right, someone's very high on Kamara. Well, that's good because that means I can get. What? No, I don't want to see the Bark. I just want to draft him. It means I can get Barkley here at the 4. I'm happy about that. What's up, Jeremy? Happy Father's Day.
What's up, man?
Happy Father's Day, fellas.
Yeah, happy Father's Day to. I know Jeremy's a father. What about you, Francis?
I'm a dad of a dog.
Same. Same.
Good enough.
Good enough. It counts.
Yep. Dad of a dog.
Hey, what does his shirt say?
It says number 1 dad.
Nice.
Oh, it's me. Shoot.
It's you.
I'm just. Yeah, I'm on a computer. Just the first time I'm drafting on the computer. Shoot, I'm gonna get Let me get your boy Austin Eckler right here.
There you go.
There you go. I don't really draft him that much. Try it out. I don't know. I got no volume on my computer. I can't hear this stuff. Oh, take off. It's on top. You guys watching a Sixers game later?
I don't think so. I mean,
Probably
mine.
Probably not. I don't. I'm gonna be watching the U.S. Open.
Oh man, you guys are crazy. That's my team right there.
Well, see, my team got bounced in the first round, so
Who's your team?
Lakers.
Oh, the Lakers. Oh. They always win.
Mr. Mayhem.
Man. Just Mr. Mayhem guy. That we're missing?
He said he was here.
Oh, come on, dude. Is that auto draft? Oh, now you picked that up. So
Did he? I don't think so. He didn't go auto.
Jeez. 13 straight RBs.
Wow.
all right, more receivers.
13 straight running backs.
What is this? 3 wide receivers, right?
Yes. 3 wide receivers, 1 flex. Oh my god.
Oh, Joe Mixon early.
Well, we're gonna have some really nice teams today because there's gonna be some nice wide receiver. There's some crazy wide receiver value.
You ever tried the 2 flex spots instead of 3 wide receivers?
Yeah. We
I
did.
might have. Oh, you did that? You guys like the wide receiver one better, huh?
Well,
Pierre does not give a care about Aaron Rodgers.
Green Bay.
All right.
The thing with the 2-2-1 is like, I don't know. Didn't like it.
Yeah. I know a lot of people like drafting running backs, so that might like change up how people draft.
Well, I mean, definitely going RB in that format makes more sense because you could even flex a running back in that format if you want because you're not at such a big disadvantage at the wide receiver spot.
Yeah, but if it's a PPR league, I think you're gonna have to weigh that out too, though.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill at 2.7. That's insane.
Yeah.
Now, oh please take Travis Kelce, AL. Oh God. I mean, I have to. That's way too good a value. I think I got him at the 2.8 in the last draft. Now I got him at the 2.9.
Yeah. The way this draft is going, you might get solid wide receivers still.
I know. I probably will. There's still like, I mean, we've only had 6 wide receivers ago, so I will get a good wide receiver still.
I'll still get something. Where's my queue at? Yeah, this is weird drafting on a computer. My queue's over here.
Let's see what these guys. Let's see what. I know. I'm pretty sure what Tatum's gonna do. We'll see what Keem. He's new. We'll see what he does. Tomislav. He's always a wild card. You never know with Tomislav.
Isn't Tomislav? Isn't he the one that loves Dobbins?
Well, we're gonna find out right here.
Yeah. I was like, someone's the Dobbins between. I thought it was between Tatum and Tomislav. That's why I was like,
well, Matt for sure loves Dobbins.
Matt. Okay, maybe that's who it is. Matt.
He loves Dobbins.
You guys like Gerald Everett this year?
Yes, but I don't think he needs to be. Like if you have like a 15, 16 round draft, I think he's like fine as a tight end punt. Like if you just completely punt.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, what if I miss out on a tight end and go on the 12th round? I'm thinking Gerald Everett maybe, right?
Yeah, I mean the thing about that, like first of all, I like his situation there in Seattle, and the other thing is, if he sucks, you just drop him and pick up another one. It doesn't kill you. It doesn't kill you.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt you on the 12th pick.
I actually really like Barkley, Kelce, McLaurin.
Oh man, you got your favorite wide receiver right there.
I love this team already.
You're Washington boy.
Love this team.
It'll be interesting to see what you do with your next 2 picks. I'm assuming receiver, but
well, that's going to be the goal.
Oh, Robinson.
we'll see what everybody else does here.
Elliott, Hill, and Robinson. Ooh.
That's a good start too.
Yeah. So if Elliott doesn't if Elliott gets back to with Dak and gets more passing work, he'll always he's just a PPR monster along with Robinson. That's what.
That's something.
Damn, I want Julio. Maybe I'll go CeeDee Lamb here.
Where did I see? Let me see.
Amari Cooper hurt or something? What he had?
Hold on.
Okay, so Ezekiel Elliott, since he entered the league in PPR formats, RB2, RB12, but he only played 10 games that year. He was RB3 in points per game. RB5, RB3, RB9 last year, but he was RB3 with Dak. Like, why does nobody like Zeke this year? He's never finished worse than RB12, and that was the year he only played 10 games. Like,
yeah, Zeke with Dak is dangerous.
Yeah, you guys are everybody's way too low on Zeke this year. Way too low on Zeke. Just because, and even last year without Dak, he still finished RB9. Mm-hmm. And now people are like, I'm not even going to draft him. Ooh. I might have to go RB here, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, after 13 straight running backs, we only had one. Oh, now we've had two. Hello.
Oh, two babies.
Are we going to go for it?
I know.
Don't do it.
Well, this guy's okay. RB. It's always a risky start. Those guys on the end, they can't help themselves. They got to get those running backs.
Mm-hmm. Damn, Gibson in the first round, Najee in the second.
I mean, I don't dislike those picks. I think they're both going to be good.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to be better than like Adams, Diggs, Metcalf, Hopkins, Ridley, Hill. I don't think they're going to be better than those guys. Man, Amari Cooper at the 4-4. Actually,
no.
Kenny.
Let me get a receiver now. It's gonna be no more receivers on the way back.
No, I think there's still 2 or 3 that are good.
I'll be waiting for a while for that.
I think Al's gonna snag Chris hard. Let me see. Yeah, he's definitely not going. Oh. I got you.
There's only like one wide receiver I can think of here that I really, really, really like at this spot.
Who's that? The Visca Chenault?
I'm not gonna say it till the picks are made, because I end up saying it and somebody's watching the YouTube and they're like, oh yeah, forgot about
Arsenal
that.
took your dude.
Ale sniped me. Yeah, he just sniped me.
Oh, Deontay Johnson. Forgot about him.
Deontay Johnson to me is like a tier break. So do I go RB here?
Do you not like Smith here?
And I think it's too early for Smith.
Okay.
You know what? Oh man, I don't love this.
I thought you were going to take the stack, man.
What stack?
Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes.
Nah, I never take Mahomes this early.
I know you never do. That's why I was like,
Were you the guys talking about T. Higgins will have a better year than Chase this year?
We were just talking about it.
That was great. Yeah, that was you guys.
Yeah.
Huh. And then Tyler
Dobbins
Boyd
in the fourth is not bad.
No.
That's some good value there.
I thought about going running back there, but then I looked at the running backs and I'm like, they're all like kind of. There's a huge tier of running backs to me right now. Well, there goes Ayuk. I went to made it past Tatum anyway.
All right. We got Chase, Judy going.
Oh, and I just got sniped 2 straight picks. All right. Oh my God.
Receivers are short right here right now.
I know. I think I got. I don't usually go RB this early, but
Oh, damn. Chris Carson out the board.
I'm glad. At least I'm glad I sniped a couple people with that Chris Carson pick. At least I got that satisfaction. I got sniped back-to-back picks.
All right, let me go. Nah, I don't want to do that. I don't see anything I really like out here. go with the safe Miles Gaskin. Yo, Chris, you be playing chess still?
Oh yeah, every day.
Yeah. I sent you and Pierre a request one day. I was waiting. I don't know if I'm doing it right.
Did I say yes? Did I accept it?
No, it says like I don't know if I'm doing it. It says like wait 5 minutes for the player to respond or something.
Oh, you must have sent a request to play like a live game.
Oh, how do you what am I supposed to send?
There's a way you can do it where like because the games Pierre and I play, we have like 2 or 3 days to make a move.
Oh yeah.
So you can set the time to like 1 day or 2 days or something.
Oh. Yeah, I've been playing with what's his name? I don't really know. I've seen him draft here a couple of times. His name's Mike. I was playing a couple of games with him.
Nice.
I beat him the first one. I mean,
Nice.
I'm not no expert or anything at it, but it was for fun.
I'm also assuming that's where the Endgame came from.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, that's where it came from? I thought it came from what's that, Marvel Endgame?
Marvel? No, but it's
Avengers Endgame.
but it's a nice tie-in.
That's the first thing I think about when I hear Endgame.
Let's see here. Hey, Chris, can you go to running backs real quick?
I got somebody on the YouTube asking for flex.
Let's
see the flex ADP. I mean, you can see 2 of them there.
Yeah.
Although
I'm assuming the other one is last name starts with a D. When you were talking about still good running backs on the board.
It starts with a what?
D, last name.
Well, him too. But also one that starts with a W.
Yeah, that's the other one I was thinking of. Was just like, all right, I know where we are. All right. So here's a question. So you took Chris Carson. If you could have had any of the other 4 guys and gotten one of the 2 running backs we're speaking of, would you prefer that, or are you better with Chris Carson, you think?
Well, let's see who I get a wide receiver here. Because when it comes to the guys like Devonta Smith, Claypool, Beckham, Chark, they're all kind of like similar to me. Now, there's one guy here that Ale will probably snipe for me.
Yeah, I know who you want, so I'm like just waiting for someone to snipe you.
But if he doesn't, then I'll be happy I went with Chris Carson. All right.
You want Waddle, right?
No, I don't want Waddle.
Oh.
It's actually between. I think I'm gonna go since I already have Higgins. I'm gonna go here.
Oh, got the Washington stack, huh?
Yeah, I'll get Ryan Fitzpatrick with my last pick.
So going true homer today, I see.
Mike Davis into 6'7". I just saw that. That's really good.
Yeah, and then Williams went after, which was, and I think that's what Al really needed to finish his team. I can't remember.
Yeah. Still one more wide receiver that I really, really like.
There's one guy I like in the 7th round who I try and get if he can fall to me in there that I don't think makes it to the 8th round.
Damn, there goes the 2 rookie back-to-back running backs right there.
All right, well, it was between him and this guy, so I guess I'm going with the Washington and the Cincy stack.
You can't miss now.
Now I definitely have to get Burrow or Fitzpatrick.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is in Cincy that's super late? Rashard. He had a good year last year.
He's in.
No, he's the Brown. He's the Brown. That's right. That's right. I was Arsenal got my guy. Like in the 7th, Chenault. I think he's the number either 1 or 2.
Chenault going to break out this year, you think?
I think he's going to be their slot guy, and
Yeah.
I think he's just going to get so many targets that he's going to return value on at least most of them. So, like him in PPR formats for sure.
You like him better than Shark?
So I'm actually off of Shark. I just between the reports that are coming out and just I think I fell into the hype he had 2 years ago, and he's kind of just been living off of that. So
How big is Chenault? Is it bigger than Shark?
off the top of my head, I don't know.
Big, I think. Pretty big.
Yeah, because I remember. Yeah, I think Chenault's pretty big, right?
Yeah.
Chris can click on his profile and see.
Mm.
Oh, 62, 220.
I guess I've never been the.
Oh wait, DJ Shark's 6'4".
Yeah,
But Chenault's heavier.
and I think we still even have the one person I think we still have, but I don't know what's going on is Didi. I think we still have him.
D.D. Westbrook.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot all about him.
I can't remember. I know we lost a bunch of receivers this year. Like Keenan Cole was one. He went to the Jets. There were I can't remember if Didi's on that list, and I think there was one more.
I was really hoping James Robinson would make it back to me. That was a good pick. Man, Kenny's putting together a good squad.
So James Robinson and ETN might have like what's that year that they have Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara kind of year. I hope.
Yeah, it could be.
You know,
Could be.
That was a crazy year when they both were killing it.
Yeah, it definitely could be. I mean, Robinson could definitely play that Ingram role. Don't like that Landry pick. I think he should have gone somewhere.
You don't like the Landry pick?
He's just like doesn't. He's not.
He's safe. He's
know,
one of the safest wide receivers, and you're like, I don't want safe. I'd rather bust 8 times than have safe.
Look, you play safe in the early rounds. You take chances when you get to this point. You look for the guy who could be like that breakout.
But he's a high safe floor. Like he can get you 10 points, 12 points a game.
I get that. But that's not. I mean, that's not going to win your league. Whereas, like, let's say if you took, I don't know, James Conner and Chase Edmonds only does what Chase Edmonds does, which is get 10 touches, and James Conner's giving you like.
Well, I drafted both of them.
Yeah. And in case someone gets hurt, he could become the number 1 there. Now it is Cleveland, so I mean.
Or you could have even taken another receiver who could potentially break out, and now you have like an unbeatable team. That's the thing. That's the thing. Like your goal, because you're not going to win there. I mean, you could win your fantasy championship by playing it safe and just get lucky. But if you look in the fantasy championship, the team that usually wins usually scores a ton of points that week. And I mean, okay, well, I'm over here explaining it, but just think back to the teams that win fantasy championship and ask yourself, do they have safe players? Or do they have guys who like Justin Jefferson, guys who were risky picks during the draft and ended up, being league winners?
Yeah, but Landry's also just like, and I hate drafting trade targets, but if you win, say your first 6 games with Landry, go out and find the wide receiver with a nice schedule at the end, and then like trade for him or the guy you think is going to be the boom bust guy when he busts 1 week, and then trade for him and say, hey, do that.
Well, like I would 1,000 times out of 1,000 rather have Michael Pittman here, because Michael Pittman could bust, but if Michael Pittman has a second-year leap this year, he's going to win my league, where Jarvis Landry is just going to be like your fill-in when you need safe points. That's my point at this point in the draft. You can disagree with Michael Pittman breaking out or not, but look, he has the potential. He had a very nice rookie season. He's competing with 39-year-old T.Y. Hilton, injury-prone, even though that's not a thing, but Paris Campbell.
Zach Pascal,
Oh, come on. Like
like you could have said anybody else but Michael Pittman, and I would have probably been like, yeah, baby, but not Michael Pittman. You wanted to say Antonio Brown over Landry? Gotcha.
Okay, that's fine. Even Antonio Brown, that's fine. I'm just saying, like, this isn't the point of the draft where you play it safe.
I can't see Kenny's full team. That's the other issue. But who else does he have for receiver? Like, I see Waddle, and I see someone else, but I can't see their name. I can barely even see.
Got Cooper, Mark Cooper, Cooper Kupp, and Stephon Diggs. Got some decent receivers.
Yeah, so he's got 3 decent receivers. Landry's just gonna keep him ahead of whoever the other 4 receivers he faces against.
Landry is only going to crack his starting lineup
in the flex.
No. Landry is only going to crack his lineup if A, he has injuries, or B, during bye weeks. Landry is never going to put his team from very good to unbeatable. And this is what I'm trying to explain right now. You're trying to win a fantasy football championship against 12 other people. You're trying to beat 11 other people. You're not trying to just make the playoffs.
Well, and I get that, but so okay. So what is it? How's it work out? If someone plays, okay, so if you play against someone Thursday night, and let's say you have someone who plays on Thursday, you see how they do, and let's just say they give you 50 points, and let's say they had someone. Let's take the Bills. For some reason, they have Singletary or Moss
I'm gonna shoot on my
and as a running back, and you have Diggs as the wide receiver. If you're and Diggs gives you 50 points, well, you're 50 points ahead. He's already wasted his RB spot, and your flex spot, you're choosing between, let's see, Landry or some other unproven talent. Go Landry. You already have the big lead. Why would you want to gamble that away with someone who could boom or bust?
Okay, so once a year when this scenario happens, or once every 5 years when this scenario happens,
no, it happens all the
Jarvis
time.
Landry, congratulations.
It happens all the time.
You're still being short-sighted. You're looking at one stupid random week during the season.
No, and there are games every Thursday. Let's be honest.
No, but here's the thing: how often are you going to have a matchup where your Thursday night player scores 50 and his Thursday night player does doo-doo, and then you're like, "Sweet, I can feel good playing Landry." Maybe,
and you're going to look at other matchups too.
Probably 0 times a season, honestly, but maybe once a season. I'm looking at the fantasy football championship. I'm not looking at a random week during the season. If you can't win 7 games or whatever it takes to get into your fantasy football playoffs with an all upside risky bench, then you're not very good, to be honest.
Hey, so I played the guy who played the upside risky bench with and had Alvin Kamara, and he lost to me. Well, he went all boomer bust players, and they all busted his championship week. How's it feel to get to the championship?
I'm guessing your team was loaded if you beat Alvin Kamara. I'm guessing your team was loaded.
No, it wasn't that.
And let's
I got you with my man Chris here. I'm on the YouTube listening. I'm just slandering my man Chris's philosophy. He might be a rival, but he's on to something. I can't lie.
Oh, and look at Jarvis Landry last year: 11 points, 7 points, 7 points, 9 points, 12 points, 7 points. It's not like he gets you 15 every single week. He has crappy games.
Mostly crappy games.
So
I'm just saying he's a safe floor.
Playing it safe in the middle.
His floor isn't even that safe. His floor is like 5 points a week.
Here's how the draft should go. If this is the safety to risky scale, the draft, you should start up here and you should move like this as you go throughout the draft. Because if you miss on your 8th round, if Michael Pittman busts, my team is okay.
Where's Jarvis? Okay, Jarvis Landry, PPR. Oh, but let's not look at his 12 and through 17. 28 points, 20 points, 9 points.
You want to wait 12 weeks for him to go off?
Yeah, but
okay,
he's more boom bust. He's more like boom bust, like Chris wants.
No, he's
either going to give
you. He has no upside.
Points.
He has no upside whatsoever. He is what he is.
28 points is no upside. Yeah,
that's a good. Anybody can have
he had one game where he had 143 yards and a touchdown. He didn't crack. Okay. He only had one other game where he even got over 70 yards in the game.
That's no upside.
That's no upside.
None.
And it doesn't even matter. I don't even care. I don't care. The point of the discussion is not Jarvis Landry, good or bad, upside, no upside. The point is you stop playing it safe at this point in the draft and you shoot for home runs. You shoot for guys who can win you your fantasy championship, and Jarvis Landry will never be that guy. So, you can disagree with my Pittman pick. You can disagree with the players, but he'll never be a league winner. That's the point. And I'm like way behind. Okay, I gotta stack. I gotta do something.
Yeah, Chris stirred up. Now he's gotta.
I'm not paying attention.
I can't lie. That team I drafted yesterday is absolutely stacked.
Except your QB situation is awfully risky for a Superflex league.
See, but I feel like I'm okay though, even if Jameis gets benched, because I've got 4 good running backs, and it's only 2 wide receiver, 2 flex, which actually makes it worse. But still, I feel like I'm in a good spot.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't even been paying attention here. I've been just arguing this stupid safety versus floor thing. Safety versus upside thing. Yeah, I better get some running backs.
All right, don't draft Landry. I'm gonna write that down.
No,
Look,
I just think floor guys are fine if the rest of your team is stacked. Like,
sure, okay, if the rest of your team is stacked, you can do whatever the hell you want because your team is stacked. That's the thing. Your team is stacked. Do whatever the hell you want. Your team is stacked.
That's why I was taking that's why I took De'Ami Brown, because I know my team's stacked. I'm actually a GOAT drafter. I can't even lie.
well, and I go for the boom bust guys too. I mean, let's see who I've fought for so far. Mike Williams, biggest boom bust person in.
Jamal Williams.
That's just bust. He's got no boom.
He's got boom.
He'll give you 2 games where he gets like 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. Other than that, he'll have like 30 catches all year, and he'll probably get hurt.
Who are we talking about?
Mike Williams. His poster
This guy
boy.
would much rather draft Mike Williams there for the same reason. Let's not forget this guy had 1,000 yards as a rookie. Now I get it. He was like very up and down that year, but 1,000 yards as a rookie, not that great last year. If he takes a 3rd-year leap this year, he can absolutely win you your league. Jarvis Landry is never winning you your league. That's my point. That's his thing. Like, I would much rather have him taking Mike Williams there, even if it's early for Mike Williams. At least Mike Williams has that potential.
I'm done.
And I think he's drafted a great team, by the way. I'm not knocking his team. He's drafted a great team. A great team. And I'm not going to knock his team for one lame pick that's going to sit on his bench and maybe like on a bye week he'll play him and get his 10 points.
Kenny, I like your pick. Don't listen to Chris. and I hope everyone floods Chris's mailbox and being like, I won my league with Jarvis Landry.
Well, if that happens, then I don't know. The apocalypse is next because no one's ever won.
Well, you can win with Jarvis on your team, but he's not going to be the reason at all.
No, he's just going to be – you're going to be like, oh, I had this guy and he got 30 and I had this guy and he got 25 and this guy got 27 and Jarvis Landry got 12 and didn't kill me that week.
Wait, are we assuming Aaron Rodgers is playing in this draft before I pick up Matthew Stafford?
You got to – I mean, that's up to you. That's your choice.
You're calling your shot.
Yeah, we're all in the same – we're all in the same –
All right. Yeah, I'll draft like Aaron Rodgers not playing. I like Matthew Stafford.
I like Stafford too. I only drafted Burrow there because I have the Cincy stack, and I wanted to get the Burrow.
Sure.
See, you were talking about getting the Dak, Amari, and CeeDee Lamb stack. I would have loved that, but then I'm dead on a bye week. Those 3 are my best players.
Yeah, so you take one out. So you go whatever in 1 instead of undefeated.
Nah, I'm going undefeated. I got to go 16-0.
But I was looking at it like you could have gotten CD there and then probably still gotten a good running back instead of Amari.
Well, the running back that went right before my pick was Kareem, so I would much rather have Austin Eckler and Amari than CD and like Chris Carson or whoever's right after Kareem Hunt, whoever you think he is.
I mean, maybe for this year, but I'm just looking like you have a potential top 10 wide receiver for the next like 4 to 5 years. And I love Eckler, but Eckler is like 26 years old already, 27 years old or something. So I know he doesn't have a lot of wear, but still.
After I win the championship this year, I could miss the playoffs for the next 10 years and it'll be okay.
Wow.
That's my philosophy.
Young Money's gonna
philosophy win year 1 and then don't try anymore.
Hey, I won the first championship. You can't take that away. I kicked it off. I got the party started.
Just kick your feet up and be like, I'm done.
Yeah, you guys can go ahead. I'm letting you guys win now.
I think I'm just one wide receiver away from winning it all. Just one.
As long as if you're just one of anything away from winning it all, you're in a good spot. As long as that one wide receiver isn't Jarvis Landry, you're in a good spot.
No,
wide receiver that's going to help you win it all.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. I'm trying to figure out if I can somehow, I don't even know, get a trade for a decent receiver. Like,
hey, you know, I got all the.
I got some nice wide receiver depth. Let me know. Send me an offer.
I got the best receiver room in the league, no cap.
Who are your wide receivers?
Devontae, DeAndre, Keenan Allen, Robbie Anderson, Russell Gage.
No.
All right,
yes. Absolutely. I've got 3 of the top 10 for sure.
I got Diggs, Allen Robinson, Robert Woods, Tyler Lockett, Will Fuller.
I'll take Devontae Adams, DeAndre Hopkins, Keenan Allen, Robbie Anderson, and Russell Gage.
Oh, I thought you said Devontae Smith. Okay, yeah, you do have a good.
Oh no, I don't have Devontae Smith.
He was trying to sell Hopkins in the middle of the draft. I should have traded more picks for him.
Take Hopkins. All that guy does is finish top 5 every year, and everybody's just like, yeah, he's okay.
It's all contingent on Aaron Rodgers, though. If he's out of Green Bay, then Devontae falls off. I think he'll still be like top 15, but he's obviously not going to be top 3 anymore.
Yeah, his touchdown upside is gone.
Do I go here? Do I go here? Do I draft Cole Beasley? I'm drafting Cole Beasley. Let's go. Let's go, crazy Cole.
Hey, he was ripping the NFLPA.
That C stands for COVID. It's COVID Beasley.
Well, in his defense, the NFLPA is terrible,
and I would agree.
And last year, teams were having full on COVID outbreaks, and the NFL was like, "You get in that damn locker room, you put your gear on, and you go play that damn football game because we cannot lose that revenue." Now this year, they're like, either get vaccinated or you can't really be a part of the team. Like, dude, what the hell? Such hypocrites. And then the Jets, I know the Jets already have announced they're going to have full season, no masks. Doesn't matter if you're vaccinated or not. That doesn't put the players at risk. A stadium full of potentially unvaccinated. Like, dude, the NFL is so such hypocrites. Such hypocrites.
Oh, it all falls on Roger Goodell. Everybody hates Roger.
It's just all about Cole Beasley doesn't make the NFL any money, right? Like, players getting vaccinated or not doesn't make the NFL any money. But we'll put 30,000 unvaccinated fans shoulder in the stadium because we need that revenue.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Like, I did somewhat agree with him when he was like, all right, so he's like, if someone's vaccinated, that doesn't prevent them from getting like COVID on them and them spreading it in my hotel room when they come visit. Like, I was like, oh yeah, that makes complete sense.
If like 80% of the team and staff are vaccinated, does it matter if like the other 20% aren't? Like, what does the NFL care? Like, again, last year they had full on outbreaks where the Denver Broncos had to start a non-NFL wide receiver at quarterback, and they're like, screw you guys, go play. Even though there's a huge COVID outbreak in your locker room right now, go play anyways. And now this year it's like, get vaccinated or else. It's like, what the hell? But whatever.
They should give you some type of incentive. Like, I mean, yeah, they can lax it, but they should, I don't want to say like give you a pay increase or like a bonus, but they should do something like that. Some type of actual incentive.
Do you want to be a part of the team, or do you want to be off in the corner and just like, you know what I mean? That's not the.
See, the thing is, like, I would say just have all the best players like Patrick Mahomes, those guys not get vaccinated and see what they do, but the NFL would move on. Like, this isn't the NBA. The NBA would be like, okay, we need James Harden, LeBron, KD, and all these guys. The NFL just be like, all right, screw you guys. Next man.
Oh, for sure. That's the thing. The players have no leverage in the NFL. No. And by the way, James Harden is the worst good player of all time.
Stop. That man's revolutionary.
Dude, that guy might as well been on the bench last night.
He's on a bad hamstring.
Even
They forced him to play.
KD's tore his freaking Achilles and is out here still
That
balling.
was 2 years ago, though. That was 2 years ago.
Okay, look what happened.
He's
Look at
had
other
plenty of
players
time
who
to
torn their.
recover.
Look at other players. Look at Kobe after he tore his Achilles. He was never the same. And Kobe's like
He was way old. He was way older than KD is, though.
he was what 36. KD's 32, like 4 years. But here's the thing:
That's the significant.
James Harden. You can James Harden Game 7, 5 for 17, and then in overtime when KD has
1 for 6. Is this your king? 1 for 6, 2 points.
Nothing left in the tank in overtime last night, and James Harden says, "I don't want it. You take it." Like, oh, get the hell out of here, James Harden. You are the
okay. But the thing is,
he is a sham. He's like a regular season free throw stat machine. But Game 7, you do not want that guy to be anywhere near that guy. You don't want that guy anywhere near.
This dude's on a bad hamstring playing 47 minutes and 59 seconds, and
I don't care. The guy you're telling me the guy can't make a few 3-pointers on a bad hamstring. He's not that good.
Yeah,
his
James
hamstring
Harden
was off the bone. This dude's legendary. He was hurt. All right, I would love to see Kyrie out there on a bum ankle and see how good he plays. And Kyrie's trash. He's healthy, but
I'll bet you Kyrie would have been played better.
All right. You two. This could go all day.
Kyrie has. I don't even like Kyrie, but that guy has got heart, man. That guy.
James Harden has heart for even going out there. At least he was a decoy. They got to guard him.
You two finish this in the Discord.
They did have to guard him. He was terrible. Anyways, who's grading this thing? Somebody grade. Jeremy, you want to grade this thing?
Yeah, I'll grade. Is there any way? Like, I can't see whole teams. Like, I'm barely looking at.
You can't see. Whole
actually. Team? Yeah. Never mind. I'm just gonna go 1 through 12. Young Money, you can help if you want. You're not even on here, right? Sorry, hold on. My daughter has a noisy toy. So we got McCaffrey, Keenan Allen, CEH, Edwards, Brennan Ayuk, Chase, Lamar Jackson, Michael Carter. I forget it. It's like Ronald Bateman, Logan Thomas, Jalen Reagor, Rondell Moore, Devil Singletary. Let's see. So his running backs are solid. Allen, Ayuk, Chase is questionable. And then you either have Bateman or Reagor in the flex. I give this team a 7. I'm just not impressed with their wide receiver core.
You should have taken a receiver where he took Clyde. Like if you're at the 1, you take McCaffrey. On the turn, you have to take 2 receivers because the receivers coming back are not going to be great.
Yeah, and I feel like you can get that running back too in the 4 or the 5. That's usually my strategy at the 1. So yeah, I'm gonna give this a 7. You agree, Young Money, or?
Yeah, it's around there. I don't love his receiver core. I like his running backs. I think Michael Carter could be his flex.
All right, let's move to Tatum. So we got Kamara, Jefferson, Brown, Patrick Mahomes, Judy, Noah Fant, Trey Sermon, Antonio Brown, Marvin Jones, and Terrence Marshall. For running backs, he's got Gus Edwards and Wayne Gallman as well. I like this team. Let's see. Jefferson, Brown, Judy.
AJ Brown is going in the 3rd round now.
In this draft, he did. We had 13 straight running backs in this draft. Look at that. 13 straight RBs.
Yeah.
Joe Mixon at the 2-1, Najee at the turn. Holy moly.
Yeah, there was some running back weirdness. I like this team. Judy as your 3 isn't bad. It is a little weird with Antonio Brown or Marvin Jones, but one of them could be the guy. So your flex spot will be a little bit interesting. But other than that, I feel like you're at least somewhat solid. You could say you're second RB, but you have Trey Sermon, Gus Edwards. Chris probably loves this running back.
I really like Wayne Gallman, but I'm surprised he took Wayne Gallman over Elijah Mitchell.
Yeah.
I just feel like think Allman's like a cut candidate.
Yeah. Yeah, he can cut them and pick somebody up. So I'm not too worried about that. I like this a lot better than the first one, so I'm going to give it a 7.5 or close to an 8 probably. Team Keen. We got Dalvin Cook, Michael Thomas, Darren Waller, J.K. Dobbins, Tyler Lockett, Brandon Cooks, Robbie Anderson, Leonard Fournette, Devontae Parker, Tom Brady, Miko Hardman, and Chuba Hubbard. So let's see. I would say his running backs are good. Wide receiver, Michael Thomas, Tyler Lockett, Brandon Cooks, Robbie Anderson. This is the most boom bust receiving core I've ever seen, probably. Like, I feel like Michael Thomas will either be really good this year or really bad. I don't know if he'll be middle. And that's my worry with him.
If it's Jameis, I have confidence. If it's Taysom, I'm off.
See, I think I'm the reverse. I think if Taysom's there, he gets the short. He'll get enough PPR where I'm not worried about it.
Nah, Jameis Watson is number one all day, every day.
Yeah, but if Michael Thomas isn't that number one, that's the weird thing. That's where you go.
Well, who else is who's gonna out target Michael Thomas?
I don't know who would. I'm just saying
Nobody.
It's Winston.
It doesn't matter how many picks he throws if you have Michael Thomas as your receiver. As long as he's catching passes, you're fine. I don't think he's gonna be throwing as many picks.
Yeah.
But anyway, for him to have waited so long in his receiving core, I actually really like his receiving core. I'm starting to come around on Brandon Cooks because to me it seems like a win-win. If Deshaun plays, he'll be good. If he doesn't, they'll be so bad they'll be forced to pass, and he might still catch a bunch of passes regardless. So it might be a win-win. I like Robbie a lot. Tyler Lockett's the iffy one for me.
Yeah. And so I mean, even with that, it's a boom bust wide receiver core. So if one or two hit, I mean, he's good and he's probably in the hunt for the championship. That's the thing. So I'm gonna I'll give it a 7.5 for sure. I think he's fine in every other position. And I mean, Waller puts a nice safety net just in the tight end position to where if one of them doesn't blow up or just has an okay game, Waller protects them. And that's what those top three tight ends do. They score enough in your flex or in your tight end position to where if one of your wide receivers just doesn't have a great game or anything, they hold you up. So let's go with Chris. You know, we got to slaughter him. Nah. Barkley, Kelsey, McLaurin, Higgins, Chris Carson, Curtis Samuel, Tyler Boyd, Michael Pittman, Raheem Mostert, Joe Burrow, Latavius Murray, and COVID Beasley.
COVID Beasley.
That's what I'm calling him now. I just like it. Yeah. Your running back core is great. It's really easy to have that great running back core. I think those first 4 or 5 spots, especially if you continue it through the draft, which I think you did. McLaurin, Higgins, Curtis Samuel, Tyler Boyd, Pittman, Cole Beasley. Let's see. The Washington-Cincinnati stacks are a little weird. So my only worry with this is that you're capping, like you're a guy who doesn't like to cap his ceiling, and like I feel like when you take 2 receivers on the same team, that's kind of what you do. You cap your ceiling.
Yeah, definitely.
So I mean, it's still a decent team. Like I'm going to give it a 7.5 for sure. But I definitely like my only knock against this is I do feel like you capped your ceiling with your wide receiver core.
Yeah, that's just the value just fell, and I was like, dang it. But yeah.
Yeah.
Don't listen to him, Chris. That's like an 8.5.
Whoa.
somewhere between 8 and 8.5. Maybe like an 8.5.
I would have given him an 8 if he would have picked the receivers on different teams. Because then
The thing is, I like all those.
I was about to say I like them all though. I think Terry McLaurin is borderline top 10. I got Curtis Samuel borderline top 20. Definitely top 24. He was like 25 last year. I like Higgins. Boyd, I think he'll fall back. He probably won't go for 1,000 a game, but he'll be up in that 750, 800, 900 range. Like his running back. So as long as Chris Carson can stay healthy, I think he's fine. Plus he has Travis Kelce. So that's the wide receiver 3 right there.
Yeah, so Kelsey's just gives him a nice safe play in the tight end, extra points. My big thing is like, so you're saying Terry McLaurin and Curtis Samuel are going to be what? One's going to be a wide receiver 1, and the other one's going to be wide receiver 2?
Yeah.
And you're saying Fitzmagic is going to hold a wide receiver 1 and a wide receiver 2?
Yeah, remember guys, Devontae Parker, for 4 years, people were like, he's never going to get it. And then Ryan Fitzpatrick became the starting quarterback, and Devontae Parker was a wide receiver 1.
But I don't think he's ever held a 1 and a 2. I think he's always had a wide receiver 1.
But
so that's my argument.
I think Samuel will get enough work as like a running back and stuff to propel him there, like he did last year. They'll use him kind of like Deebo Samuel-ish. And the OC there, everywhere, Scott Turner, everywhere he's been, they've attempted over 600 passes. He's a pass happy guy.
And he loves Curtis Samuel as well.
Yeah.
So that's my only argument. It's just like you're relying on, and then you're also relying on Joe Burrow to have a wide receiver 1 and a wide receiver 2.
I feel more confident in that than Ryan Fitzpatrick and Terry.
Hey, well, and that's why he was the second one and not the first one I brought up. Fitzpatrick is definitely the bigger question mark. Burrow, we saw a flash of him last year. I think he could do it, but he's got to do it now, coming off an injury with that offensive line. And so there are still question marks there. I'm just saying, I feel like he captured full. That's all I'm doing. Stacks are fine.
Yeah,
I have nothing against them. But when you do it with 2 wide receivers, you got to look at the QB really hard and go, can this guy be a wide receiver 1? Can he sustain a wide receiver 1 and a wide receiver 2?
I mean, like literally every team, every decent team is going to have 2 guys pushing 1,000 yards. Like you're looking at Adam Thielen, Justin Jefferson, Julio, Calvin Ridley. I mean, even A.J. Brown, Corey Davis, both almost had 1,000. I mean, every decent team is going to have 2 receivers pushing 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
Unless you're like Green Bay and you don't really have a number 2. But if you have 2 actually good receivers, they're both going to be – because Curtis Samuel, he's now going against number 2 corners, number 3 corners if he's playing slot. It's going to be easier for him. Plus, he's going to get backfield work. So I think he's definitely pretty safe this year.
All right. That's enough of Chris. Let's move on.
That's enough of my team. One of the other guys.
So then there's Al. We got Derrick Henry, Calvin Ridley, George Kittle, Deontay Johnson, Smith from Philly, Joante Williams, Corey Davis, Justin Herbert, Ronald Jones, A.J. Dillon. Is it Dante Henderson or DJ Henderson?
Daryl Henderson.
Daryl. I was like, I know the D stands for something. And then
when we are Dynasty League this year.
You're right. Preying on people's downfall.
Let's see. I don't mind his running back core. I think it's solid. You got Henry Williams, who people think can break out this year. I think it'll take him a couple of games to get the job, but I think he still will have work during that, so that's fine. And then you backed it up with Ronald Jones, Dylan. I will say I do not this year, and so I don't even know if I should be bringing this up. But if they move away from Aaron Rodgers this year, I think any of the older players they're slowly going to just move on and draft their replacements. And I feel like Dylan is Jones's replacement. I don't think they'll want to keep him, especially if they're not winning. So
I don't do a 4-year deal.
Yeah, they're gonna do something with him.
yeah. And then his wide receiver core. I think I love that he sniped Chris twice, right?
No, he sniped me with Deontay, and then Team Keem sniped me with Lockett.
Okay. Yeah, his wide receiver core is his third is Devontae, Corey Davis is fourth. I guess instead of one of those running backs, I would have liked to seen another receiver. Is my only, yeah, but yeah, I would have liked to seen another receiver. I guess that's so lose a running back. Like if he would have got Gallup where he got Henderson, I would love this team. Like it would be a 9-5. Just because he'd have that safe floor. So I'm gonna give this like an 8. Still like it. It's just gonna be what is his wide receiver core gonna do? And he's got the safety net of Kittle. What do you think, Young Money?
Yeah, I'd give it about an 8. I like Devontae as a number 3. I think Javonte, the first couple games it might be tough sledding because I don't know what the split's going to be with Javonte. But if he does ever take over the full drive or even gets like 60-40 splits, once that happens, I think he'll be in good shape. But until then, he'll need like Kittle, Ridley. He'll need them to be at their absolute ceiling until that happens.
Yeah.
So I would have even like if he would have snagged like a Mostert or a guy that's gonna be good for the first couple weeks until Javonte takes that job. So then like there's no gap between when Javonte completely takes over.
Yeah, maybe he's thinking Ronald Jones will do that. I don't know. But like I said, I gave him still a decent team. In that 12th round, he took Traquan Smith. That's definitely a boomer bust right there for sure. Let's move on to Arsenal. We got Ezekiel Elliott, Tyreek Hill, A-Rob. Man, I'm having struggling with names today. Miles Sanders, Mike Davis, Lavistus Chenault, Melvin Gordon, Jalen Hurst, Daryl Mooney, Michael Gallup, and Tyler Higbee. I don't know why, but I really like this team. And it's not just like the Chenault pick, or I think he had decent picks in every round.
I love his first 2 receivers. I think all those guys could be easily Tyreek and Allen Robinson are going to be studs. I think Cortland Sutton's going to be a stud this year too.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Yeah, so I like that. He's got Ezekiel Elliott. He took Miles Sanders in the 5th, which isn't bad value. Followed it up with Mike Davis. And then got Melvin Gordon, who will be a couple. I think where he won the draft was actually the end. The Daryl Mooney, the Michael Gallup, and probably in Chris's mind, the Jalen Hurts too.
That's all upside right there. That's a lot of upside.
Yeah,
one of the 2 of those guys hits, and he's going to be unstoppable.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If one of them hits, he's far ahead of most every team that we've graded so far. So that's where I'm going to give this like an 8-5.
Like, because Miles Sanders might be his flex. Because I mean, if it were me, I'd start Mike Davis as my RB2. Probably throw Miles Sanders, maybe Mooney, Chenault in the flex. I think his flex spot's going to be good as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a good team. Very good team.
Yeah, that's like a 9.
Yeah. All right. We'll move on to Carolina. We got Nick Chubb, DeAndre Hopkins, Mike Evans, DJ Moore, David Montgomery, Kyler Murray, James Robinson, Mike Gesicki, Mike Williams, Jamal Williams, Nelson Aguilar, and I have to move my chat bar real quick.
Emmanuel Sanders.
Emmanuel Sanders.
Who might really be good if Crazy Cole Beasley retires.
Let's see. I don't mind his running backs at all. Decent tight end. Took Mike Williams as his flex. Nelson Aguilar, Emmanuel Sanders. Yeah, this is another team I like just as much as Arsenal's, which is.
I don't know if it's quite that good, but it's a solid team.
Yeah, I don't like it quite as much as Arsenal's, but it is a very good team as well.
Yeah, I would give it like an 8, 8.5. Yeah, like I said, I was like, it's almost as good. The thing he doesn't have is like Mike Williams. Like even for me, I'm saying I don't know if he's as going to get the consistent boom bust like Mooney could or Gallup could. And then Nelson Aguilar, just his QB situation. I do think he has the better. I think he has the better QB though, for sure. Between the two, Arsenal and him.
Yeah, but I'll take Arsenal's receiving core. I like to see
Yeah.
And Mike Davis over Demont, or I don't know if you think Sanders is too. I think Mike Davis was a better pick than Sanders.
I think it's fine having both. I think in pretty much every draft, Sanders is going to go before Mike Davis.
I just think Mike Davis is going to outperform him this year.
Well, I hope you're right.
I would start him in my RB2 over Sanders is what I'm saying.
I hope you're right.
You're still going to lose Dynasty though.
Not if Mike Davis outperforms him. I'm not.
All right, let's go to Buster Boom. We got Austin Eckler, DK Metcalf. Well, I was about to say DJ. I was like, nope, that ain't right. CeeDee Lamb, Adam Thielen, Myles Gaskin, Mark Andrews. Sorry, got a kid distracting me. Edmonds, Connor, Gage, Johnson, Stafford, Rogers. I guess we went with Stafford, Rogers in case Rogers is healthy.
Yeah.
I don't mind it actually, because then it's just like, well, if I get Rogers, I mean, I can. You can maybe. I hate doing this. Don't draft people to trade, but you can maybe trade Stafford. But it is just a one quarterback league, so.
I was actually about to say that this was the best team until I realized he only had 4 receivers. If you'd have taken any receiver where you took both those quarterbacks, I'd say you have the best team.
Yeah,
I felt like I was one receiver short.
Even with taking, like, there's no reason to take Stafford and Rodgers. Like, Aaron Rodgers is not going to be as good as he was last year. Just face it. He's going to be good, but he's not going to be as good as he was last year. And I don't think there's going to be a significant difference between Stafford and Aaron Rodgers on a week-to-week basis. I think you're fine with just Stafford if you're like worried about Rodgers not playing. Yeah, and I agree with Young Money. You take a wide receiver there, like whatever, Campbell, Edwards, Sanders.
I mean, it was the last pick, so
yeah,
you
you went from the best team. You had the best team through 11 rounds, and then you screwed it up in round 12.
Again, if you think about it, like having Stafford and Rodgers doesn't make your team better,
unless it's super flex, which this is
well.
not.
If it's super flex, those guys, you're not getting those guys in the 11th and 12th.
To be honest, look, here, I don't even mind the 2 QBs. If you would have not took Duke Johnson, because I think your other 3.
That's David Johnson.
Thank you, David. I said Duke. Too many D Johnsons. If he would have done that and took a wide receiver there, I think that would have been like I don't think the 2 QBs did it. I think the 5 running backs did it. So for me,
I probably could have took Elijah Moore there, maybe.
Oh man.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking.
You couldn't have taken Elijah Moore. He went 3 spots ahead of you, but you could have taken like Mooney.
Yeah, you could have taken Mooney, Rager,
somebody like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So I'm going to give you
I got you an 8.5 second best team.
Oh, you gave him an 8.5? I was going to give him 7.5 just because.
No, not even close.
Well,
DK, CeeDee Lamb. I mean, he's got Eckler, Myles Gaskin. He got the entire Arizona backfield. Mark Andrews. You know, I believe in Russell Gage.
Yeah,
I was thinking he was going to have the best team until I saw 2 QBs. I mean, it's obviously not gonna like hurt them, but they both can play is the problem.
Yeah.
If you would have added a little bit more wide receiver depth, because you only have 4 receivers and a 3 wide receiver, I think that would have literally you could have picked anybody and
Even Aguilar.
had the best
Should have got Aguilar there. Something like that.
All right.
But yeah, definitely an 8.5 for me.
All right. So I'll give you an 8. He gave you an 8.5. So now let's move to Kenny.
Yeah, thanks.
I'll move to Kenny. So we got Jonathan Taylor, Stephon Diggs, Cooper Kupp, Amari Cooper, Josh Allen, ETN, Jalen Waddle, Jarvis Landry, Robert Tunyon, Naeem Hines, Jared McKissick, Brian Edwards. Man, I'm really messing up these names.
Okay, quick before we talk about, am I crazy for? Is it me or should Cooper Kupp and Kenny Galladay not be going before Amari Cooper?
No, Amari Cooper should. I mean, Amari Cooper falling that far is ridiculous. People are way too low on Amari Cooper because of CeeDee Lamb, like as if Amari Cooper was terrible or something.
Okay, I thought I was tripping. I think he's been top 10 since he's been in Dallas. Amari has.
Yeah.
Well, except for last year, obviously.
But because of that, Kenny has easily the best wide receiver group, even better than Arsenal's.
Yeah, I was gonna say I really like his wide receiver core.
Diggs and Cooper, that's disgusting.
And then Kupp.
Kupp is,
he has he has potentially like 3 top 15 wide receivers. And one of them's like a top 3.
Yeah.
So,
I got Diggs number 1 this year.
Yeah, like I said, top 3 based on
And then you got Jonathan Taylor, ETN. I like the McKissick in the 11th round. I feel like he gets slept on a lot, especially in PPR leagues.
He's not going to do that again. I promise you. They already said they want to get Antonio Gibson more involved, and Alex Smith was the reason he was putting up those numbers, and he's retired. Well, yeah, he's retired.
Yeah, but I don't mind. I mean, there's guys I like more than McKissick there, but I don't mind him there because we know Gibson's dealing with that turf toe thing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So they might use McKissick more. And McKissick actually can, even though he's not very good, he can handle some carries. He's not as good as Gibson.
I think if Gibson goes down, they'll probably run Peyton Barber more.
Oh God, I sure hope not. Peyton Barber is like, he probably runs like a 6.5 40 right now.
Either him or Jared Patterson, the rookie. I don't think
they give him a
J.D. McKissick's not a 3-down back. He's a pass catching specialist.
Well, he basically was the same guy in college as Gibson, who's a receiver. And remember, when he was back in Seattle, he handled a 3-down role. Now he's not an elite running back. He's not going to average like 5 yards per carry. He's probably going to average like 3.8. Peyton Barber is going to average like 2.5. Peyton Barber is so bad. I mean, he's just like
he's a short yardage goal line guy. But I promise you, if Gibson can't play, he's going to get more carries than J.D. McKissick.
That'd be terrible.
I do like this team though. I'm going to give it an 8.
Oh yeah. I like this team a lot. I love his receivers.
Yeah.
Brian Edwards, Jalen Waddle have good upside. I mean, if you think Landry's safe, you think he's safe. Josh Allen's obviously elite. Tunyon, solid. This team's 8, somewhere between 8, 8.5.
What if you would have taken Gage over Landry?
Oh, we're talking 9.5.
Chris did this on purpose to put me in this situation. I do like Russell Gage more than Jarvis Landry for his boom bust potential. So in that case,
I think his floor. Russell Gage's floor is safer than Jarvis, in my opinion.
As your wide receiver 5, roll the dice, man. Just roll the dice.
Yeah. And I think that's what he did was Waddle could be that boom bust. Then he was like, all right, now I just need like maybe a safe receiver in case like Waddle just flames out.
I know, but here's the thing: like Waddle's going to be his flex, and I like Waddle, but
yeah,
if Waddle ends up being really good, he's gonna have an unstoppable team, right?
Yeah.
Whereas if Waddle's not very good and he has to play Landry, everybody has a chance now. Now everybody has a chance.
I don't know what that wide receiver for.
His team is still really, really, really good.
Yeah. So let's move on to Pierre because I need to bust on Pierre as much as I bust on Chris. So. We got Aaron Jones, Devontae Adams, Julio Jones, Robert Woods, Kareem Hunt, T.J. Hawkinson, Deebo Samuel, Will Fuller, Damian Harris.
Yes, got it.
Rashard Penny, Kenneth Gainwell, and Trevor Lawrence. Hold on.
I'll just say my only gripe about this team so far is how do you draft Aaron Jones and Devontae Adams and then not draft Aaron Rodgers in the 12th?
Yeah, because aren't you basing?
If Aaron's gone, then they're both not going to be as good.
I know, but here's the thing: like if you're drafting Aaron Jones and Devontae Adams as your first two picks, you're basically all in. You might as well draft Aaron Rodgers too and just say, hey, he's going to play, and I'm going to have this ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got that bye week cheese going on.
1 week. Take your L.
Plus, if Aaron Rodgers gets hurt and he's broken his collarbone, he's had injuries, then you're definitely screwed.
Yeah, but he's screwed. If Aaron Rodgers, here's the thing. If Aaron Rodgers doesn't play, then he's screwed anyways.
Yeah.
So you might as well take Aaron Rodgers with the 12th round pick. I'm really surprised you didn't. I'm gonna have to ask him about that. Like, why didn't you take Aaron Rodgers there?
He probably just didn't know that he was still there.
Maybe because if you take all three and Rodgers gets hurt, then all three are done. But if you take someone other than Rodgers and Rodgers get hurt, then you at least have some other quarterback.
You can pick up a quarterback in one QB
league. He probably could have picked up T-Law.
Go pick up Trevor Lawrence then. Like you're talking about I'm not saying like Aaron Rodgers in the 8th. I'm talking about Aaron Rodgers with your last pick. Like, I don't know. Doesn't make any sense.
I see where you go with Pierre. I get the method to the madness.
No, there is no method. It's like saying I'm gonna bet on red because it's been black 10 times in a row.
Yeah. I do like this team. I think he's got the wide receivers and the running backs. Again, the only question is Aaron Rodgers. I'm assuming Aaron Rodgers is in Green Bay this year as of right now until I hear anything otherwise. So I really do like this team. I'll give him an 8-5.
I will say Aaron Rodgers renewed his membership at the Green Bay Country Club, if that means anything. That was like the breaking news today. Is he renewed his membership?
Wow, people are going
team an 8.
What about you? You feel the same way? Or are you a little?
I give it an 8. I don't understand the Deebo hype this year. I like Will Fuller, but a lot of pass catchers in Miami. And he's suspended game 1, so you never know. They get some chemistry going in the first game, and he's not there. Now he's outside looking in.
Yeah. In Young Money, we've talked about Deebo a bunch, so I'll just leave it there. We know why he's valuable in the 7th. This guy's new, right?
I think it's like his 3rd or 4th.
Okay, I just don't remember. I'm sorry. Cam Akers, Joe Mixon, Chris Godwin, Josh Jacobs, Odell Beckham, Kyle Pitts, Juju, Dak Prescott, Kenyon Drake, Elijah Moore, Henry Ruggs, and Tony Pollard. So real quick, 3 running backs. Ugh.
See, he didn't even need Pollard at all.
Well, he didn't. I was thinking like, he didn't need Pollard, but if he had
Drake,
if he had gone Woods or Cooper over Josh Jacobs, man.
Mixing in the 2 is hard for me. Like,
I think he can return that value. I really do. If he could stay healthy, that's the big if.
Super high on Mixon, fine, whatever. You're super high on Mixon, but like once
you can't take 3 running backs in the first 4 rounds and 3 receivers. You're just behind the 8 ball.
No, I mean, imagine that team with Cooper or Woods instead of Jacobs, and now this is a really good team.
And all I'm saying is, no matter what, you're starting Godwin, Odell Beckham, and Juju Smith-Schuster as your 3 receivers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you don't draft Jacobs and you draft, let's say, Amari Cooper or Robert Woods, now you're starting Godwin, Cooper, Beckham, and then Juju's more like your flex. Or maybe even Elijah Moore or something like your flex.
I'm going to give this team a 7. I'm not big on the Kyle Pitts pick, just as your tight end.
6'5", 6'5" or 6.
Oh, okay. I thought you'd be higher on him, Young Money.
No way. Beckham as your 2, I can't.
Yeah, Godwin is your 1. I can't. That was my bigger thing. And
Yeah,
I
don't like that either. But
I
don't like that. I don't like him as your 1 either. But I think Beckham as your 2 and Juju as your 3 are bigger issues than Godwin as your 1. Like if you had Godwin and then maybe like a Claypool, and then he took somebody like a Tyler Boyd and then had a Russell Gate. Like you don't need a superstar if you got like 3 solid guys. But if you don't have one of those up like top 10 AJ Brown, Calvin Ridley type guys, you have to just have a well-rounded group, and I don't think he has that.
Yeah, and then so pretty much
6'5" for me.
Yeah, 7 for me, and I'm more leaning to Young Money 6.5. So let's move on to Mr. Mayhem. We got Antonio Gibson, Najee Harris, DeAndre Swift,
Yes.
Kenny Galladay, Claypool, Shark, Russell Wilson, Goddard, Brown, Moss. It's weird because half the names are cut off on my screen.
I know.
A St. Brown, and I think it's Paris Campbell was his last pick.
Yes.
He can't. Okay. All right. Again, the 3 running backs. I do think he did a better job than the last guy with going receiver because he only chose one other running back. Now, the running back he chose, I mean, it's definitely in question. But yeah, this is one of those things. Going 3
if you're going
RB
to start
in that
2 or 3 receivers, you gotta just attack receiver after that. I think you should have even maybe taken a receiver over Russell Wilson or Dallas Goedert.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you there too. Like at this point, if you're going to do this strategy, your running back and tight end have to. Don't have to be, but they need to be one of your last round picks. I feel like that's.
But
unless
if you do that,
value falls to you.
I like that he went upside later with Amon-Ra St. Brown and Paris Campbell though, because if one of those 2 hit, he could be in a very good position.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not big on. Like I said, I'm not big on Shark this year. Again, this one. Hold on, sorry.
I also don't love Kenny G as your 1.
Yeah, and that's what I was getting to was his wide receiver core. I'm going to give this probably the same score, the 6.5 or 7.
I think this one's a 7.5. I think it's better than the last team, but it's about average to me.
Yeah, I just thought the other team's receiving core at the top is better than. You get what I'm saying? So like the Godwin, Odell, and Juju. Like I'm not big on Kenny. I'm not big on Claypool and Shark.
I like Claypool. I don't like Kenny as your 1. If he was your 3, I'd be fine with it. But he cannot be my number 1 receiver.
Yeah.
I don't know if Claypool's a 2, but I like him over Odell as a 2 for sure.
Yeah, I can see that. But yeah, that's why I went a little lower. I just think the other guys' receiving core was a little bit better. So in that regard, yeah, I would give us 6.5 for sure. And that's probably my highest. All right, so I think that's everybody. Sorry for the kids' confusion, but it is Father's Day, so
it is Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to everybody out there in the Endgame community.
Thanks for grading, you guys.
Oh, no problem. Sorry, it took a little bit.
Oh, we're good. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Jeremy, Young Money, the father you don't know you are, I'm sure.
He's a father to all them demons he's raising.
Father to all those demons.
Yes, sir. Got a lot of demons running out here.
All right, guys.
Happy Father's Day to you guys. Enjoy the day.
All right. Well, I'll see you guys. Thanks for having me on. Thanks for letting me grade too. Appreciate it.
For sure. Enjoy the rest of
Yep,
your
I'll
day.
see you guys next week.
Next
See ya.
week.
Bye.
See ya.